Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Vinny. I recently retired at the age of 47 after being made redundant for the second time in my career. I've been investing heavily since my 20s and I've got enough money to retire until I collect my private pensions at the age of around 57 years old. So I thought I'd get out this morning and make the most of the snow. We had what you would call heavy snow in the UK, but it's already mostly melted. I've got an old school friend who emigrated to Canada a few years ago. He'd see this amount of snow and laugh at me. He'd say, that's not proper snow. I think he gets about 8 foot of it where he lives. So it's not what you call deep snow in most parts of the world, but in the UK, this is quite a lot of snow for us. Today's video is about perspectives after I retired. I got the idea for this video this morning after it snowed. So something I've noticed after retiring is that a lot of your perspectives suddenly change and you start to look at a lot of situations differently from when you were working. I woke up at 5:30 to go to the gym and I went outside and the car was completely covered in snow. So I had to start clearing the snow off the car and I had to clear the driveway so I could drive into the road. Ordinarily, if I had to clean snow off the car, I'd be annoyed because I'd usually be on my way to work and it would almost certainly mean that I'd be late for work. Traffic would be slow as well because everyone would be driving quite slowly. And normally if I came out the house and saw the car covered in snow first thing in the morning, I'd say, I'm going to be late for work, my shoes are going to be soaked, my trousers and my shirt are going to be wet. And I did see a couple of my neighbours going to work this morning and they looked really annoyed because they'd obviously had to clean all the snow off the cars. But this morning, because I don't have a job anymore, I found that I was really enjoying cleaning the snow off the car. Because I was already on my way to the gym anyway, I felt like it was an extra workout for me. So I got the brush out, I was cleaning all the snow off the roof and I started to feel a burn. And I was really pleased. I thought, this is an extra workout, this is just a warm-up for the gym. And I started to really enjoy cleaning the snow. When I finished cleaning my car, I saw that my girlfriend's car was full of snow as well. And I immediately went over and started cleaning off her car as well, so that saved her a job this morning. So this was a big perspective change for me. And I think the reason this was such a big perspective change was that I no longer had anywhere to go. I didn't need to worry about being late for work. I didn't need to worry about being stuck in traffic. And the situation with the snow got me thinking, had I noticed any other perspective changes? And when I sat down and thought about it, I realised that I'd had a few other perspective changes. So another example, yesterday, which was Monday morning, I got stuck in traffic. Normally if I get stuck in slow traffic, I get really annoyed because it means I'm going to be late for work or I'm going to be late for some appointment. But I was just on my way back from the gym yesterday and I thought, you know what, driving quite slowly is quite relaxing. And I started to just really enjoy the music in the car. It took me about 10 minutes to clear these roadworks, and on a normal day I'd probably get quite annoyed by that. But I found myself just chilling out, just enjoying the music in the car. And I thought to myself, it's quite nice to actually enjoy the music in the car for once and not be stressed out about where I'm going. So that was another perspective change that I noticed. The snow's really starting to melt this morning. I don't think it's going to be here tonight, to be honest, which is a shame because I do enjoy a bit of snow. Another big perspective change I noticed is that I was no longer bothered about what my ex-workmates were doing. I used to go on the LinkedIn website quite a lot and there were always things like somebody's been promoted or somebody's got a new qualification or passed a new course or somebody started a new job. I used to spend a lot of time on the LinkedIn website seeing what my colleagues were up to, seeing what my ex-colleagues were up to. And I went on LinkedIn at the weekend and I was scrolling down and down and down and I suddenly thought to myself, who cares about all this stuff? It's just boring, it's just work stuff. And I feel like I've been released from some kind of online prison or something like that. And I think that the perspective change there was, I used to find work stuff really, really important. And now I couldn't really care less anymore. So I've stopped going on the LinkedIn site because I just find it boring, to be quite honest. It's all work stuff, it's all promotions, courses, new jobs, qualifications. It doesn't interest me anymore. And I actually think now that LinkedIn looks a little bit like a lunatic asylum sometimes. There's a lot of very, very strange posts on there, a lot of strange stuff going on there. Something else that I've noticed is that family stuff has become a lot more important to me. My dad called me this morning, so it's Tuesday today, and I'm always in a rush to get him off the phone because I've got something going on in work in the background. And he'll call me up on a work day and I'll say, Dad, I'm sorry, I've got to go, mate. I'm right in the middle of something, mate. Look, I'll call you back tonight or I'll call you back tomorrow. and my dad called today about a fishing trip he's going on, and I had one of the longest and most meaningful conversations I've had with my dad in a long time. And what I noticed is that those conversations have become a lot more important to me now. They've become a lot more meaningful. And this morning I must have spent a good 30 minutes on the phone with him, and I think we discussed something like 5 different topics. My dad's been having a few issues with his health over the last few years. By the end of the conversation this morning, I'd even convinced him to join a gym. So it was a very, very productive, meaningful and fruitful conversation. So my perspective has changed now, and family stuff has come right to the top of my agenda. And a lot of that is because I'm not working anymore, and I've got the time to really listen to people. I've got the time to see people more, and the family stuff has just become so much more important to me in my free time. So the last one which sprung to mind, guys, is the gym. Since I've stopped working, I'm able to spend a lot more time there now. Normally I'll only spend about an hour in the gym, but for the past few weeks I've been able to spend something like 2 to 3 hours in there every day. I used to treat the gym as something I had to do to keep myself fit. I now see the gym as something I can savour. It's a social centre if I need it, and going to the gym has now become more of a relaxing leisure activity rather than something I had to do to stay fit. So it's completely changed my perspective on the gym. My workouts are longer, I'm getting much more higher quality workouts because I'm not rushing things, and it feels great to be able to actually enjoy the gym properly rather than just going there to keep fit, if that makes sense. So I hope you found those useful, guys. Just a few perspective changes that I've experienced over the last month since I've retired. So as usual, I've got a quick question for you guys. Those of you who've retired already, did you find that you experienced any perspective changes? I'd love to hear from you in the comments as usual. So thanks for watching, guys. As usual, don't forget to leave me a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you want to follow me on my retirement journey, feel free to subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Hopefully see you on the next video. Take it easy. Cheers. Bye for now.